Here in the annex with Crouton and her kittens. I hope this little live stream is working. As you probably know, Crouton gave birth to 6 kittens yesterday in the morning, so they're just over 24 hours old now. They're all very healthy and eating well and talking a lot and pooping and peeing everywhere. It seems like Crouton is maybe a little less diligent about cleaning than some moms. Also, she spends more time out of the box than some, which is good because some mom cats just won't leave their babies to eat or to use the litter box or anything. And she's already taken a couple timeouts in the first day to just sit out here and cool off a little bit, which is nice. So I like to see that. We don't mind picking up some of the slack for her if that's going to be the case. It's just healthy, I think. Healthy boundaries for that mom. She does take very good care of the kittens, though. She comes running if they're talking, and she is very concerned if one's separated from the group. So there you have it. Now, I've already weighed them this morning, so we don't need to weigh them, but on that note, I thought maybe what we could do is show each of them individually, and I could try to sort of get them to poop and pee for me one at a time, and that way we can look at them up close. We got a good excuse to mess with them. And as you know, I don't need an excuse to mess with them. I think messing with them is an important part of kitten upbringing in the first place, so that's also going to help. They need to get exposed to people and people's hands and being, moved around and stuff right from the very start. It makes a huge difference. So we think that's pretty important. Also, I see Magdalena. Yes, I do have a cheat sheet ready. It's right here. You can see it's the new version. DJ originally was going to go with my suggestion to name the group as Crouton's Crew, but then she apparently changed her mind and thought my suggestion wasn't good, and we're going to change it to Crouton's Tiny Breads. So that's the group, and you'll see the original version is on our Twitter, and the new version is on the Discord, and well, let's take a look at them one at a time since I see the first one. The first one that was born is just sitting here doing nothing. Oh, hang on a second here. And just for fun, I'm going to turn the scale on, even though I don't think we need to know for sure. Hello. Okay, there we go. What any of them weigh, but I thought this would be a good staging area. So let me open the wipes, and then we'll grab the first kitten that was born. Number 1, a.k.a. our girl, Morsel. So this is little Morsel. You can tell Morsel because she's all gray tabby. So you can see all gray tabby. Very pretty. And we're just going to see if she has to poop or pee for us while we're sitting here, okay? Just give me 1 second. I know. So I don't know if you know this, but little kittens, they don't usually poop and pee on their own. Now they can if they get very full, which is why we see some pee and stuff on the poop sometimes around the kittens. But usually what happens is they don't do anything until their mom licks them and stimulates them to poop or pee. And then of course she eats it. So yeah, being a mom, you thought being a human mom was tough work. If you're a cat, it's not the best thing to have to do, but they do. Also, you'll notice that the little kittens don't have their eyes open yet, which is also very normal. Morsel here, that's Morsel, right? I said Morsel. Little Morsel here won't have her eyes open until average 10 days. So about a week and a half is when they start to get their eyes open. So there we go. So that's little Morsel. Our first one is a little girl, Morsel, and she peed a little for me, which is, they almost always have a little bit of pee, but no poop. So maybe mom's keeping up better than I thought. Okay, number 2, I think, I might get the numbers a little bit wrong and out of order, but I think it's Smidgen here. So we're going to take Smidgen next. Here we go. This is Smidgen. You can tell Smidgen from the other brown tabby with white. See, brown tabby with the classic tabby pattern, or kind of classic tabby pattern. It's not exactly. She's not going to be in the Cat Fanciers Association anytime soon. But you can tell her from him. Sorry, this one's a boy. Boy. All right, let me start over. This is Nugget. I said Smidgen too, didn't I? I'm so off on everything. So let's start back. Okay, rewind. Here, hang on. Let's take the kitten away. Okay, never mind everything I just said. Here we go. Whoop. There we go. Okay, this is number 2, the second kitten born. This is Nugget. Nugget has the white face, so that's how you can tell Nugget. There we go. He's a boy. And we're going to see if he has anything that he wants to do for us while we're sitting here talking about Nugget. Little Nugget, the boy. He does have some poops on his tail that I'm going to try to get off too. They have very sticky poops at this point, so it can be difficult to clean them. So that's Nugget, little Nugget. Like I said, he is a tabby. He's got sort of a classic tabby pattern and a white face, which is how you're going to tell him apart from Chunk, who looks very similar but does not have a white face. So this is Nugget. All right, hang on a second here. Nugget, let's make sure that we got all of your poop off of you, okay? You got a little bit stuck on your thigh too. All right, we got it, there we go. Okay, so that's little Nugget. There we go. All right, so number 3 now, I think, whatever, order doesn't matter, but we're gonna go with Crumb. Crumb here is also a boy. There we go. And we're gonna set him down right here just for fun. You can see he is white with black spots, and the spots on his back are a very interesting pattern that almost look like they would spell or say something. People have been calling him 19 because it looks like a 19 with an exclamation mark. I can see that. It all depends on which way you look at it though. He could be G.I. Joe. He could be a lot of things, but his name is Crumb. This is little Crumb. He's already the one that is growing the most. He's eating and putting on tons of weight. He's just, I think he's going to end up being a real Crumb, real Chunk actually, like the other one. We'll see. So that is little Crumb. He's being very accommodating here, but he's not doing anything. He got just a little bit of pee. That's all right though. So that's our boy Crumb. Okay, put Crumb back. Now we have Smidgen. Here we go. We're gonna go real quick with Smidgen. Now, wait, no, this is not Smidgen again. I just skipped. This is Chunk. Okay, let's start over. I keep wanting to do Smidgen. This is Chunk, all right, who I just grabbed. Chunk's got a little bit of a blep going on too because he was nursing. This is the other boy, Tabby, and you can tell him apart because he doesn't have any white on his face. He's just got the stripes. I mean, he's got a little bit of a white chin or something, but you're not going to look at him and be like, that's a white face, where the other one does. And we're going to put him right back after I catch his weight, which is 3.3. Okay, that's still low. So he's not gaining any weight yet. And that's one of the things that we look at very closely the first few days. So we're going to try to get him in here and make sure that he's nursing while we keep talking to you. And I think he's definitely putting himself in line for some extra supplemental feedings. Let's help make sure he finds what he's looking for there. So that's Chunk. Chunk, no matter what I said, definitely Chunk, a little boy, Chunk. And I guess Chunk then is the ironic name, at least right now, because he needs to start gaining some weight, needs to chunk up. On the other hand, little Pug was the smallest of the last group and needed supplemental feeding, and DJ wrote him a note and told him he needs to eat more, and he did, and he got so big. So maybe that'll be what happens to little Chunk here. We'll see. We will see. Okay, now let's find Smidgen for real. Which one is Smidgen? Smidgen is the calico. 1, 2, oh, that's why I'm not seeing Smidgen. She's the one that's, nope, that's not it. Okay, hang on. Now I'm all confused. It's this one. There we go. There she is. Okay. A little hard to tell those two apart, I guess. Okay, so this is definitely Smidgen the calico for real. You see, you can tell by the little brown spot there above her eye that she's a calico, which are always girls. I know. You don't have to write me to tell me that there's like a 1 in 20,000 chance that they're going to have a mutation where they're not, XX chromosomes. That's fine. It can happen, but it's so rare it hardly even bears considering. When you just assume all calicos are female, probably not going to be wrong. So this is a little girl Smidgen or Smidge. Smidgen. I'm trying to hold her so you can see her face, but she's not playing along quite as well. She's also got a little bit of a mess here that I'm trying to help clean off a bit. There we go. There we go. Okay, you got it? Okay, little Smidgy. All right, that's our girl Smidgen. And then finally we have Tidbit. And Tidbit is the gray and white. And also a girl, so Tidbit's also a girl. And she looks very similar to Smidgen, except no brown. So she's not a calico, she's just gray and white. And she's got a little bit of poop on her too, so let's make sure we get all that cleaned up. There we go, get all that cleaned up. And if you got any extra, we can take that now too, okay? We're ready. Okay, all right, okay. Let's have a look at you, little Smidgen. There you go. Nope, Tidbit. Oh my goodness, do I keep calling everybody Smidgen? Is that what I just did? I don't know. This is Tidbit, like it says there, Tidbit. And that's Smidgen. Smidgen is the calico. Tidbit is the not calico. Okay, got it. I guess everybody's Smidgen. We're just all Smidgen today. That's fine too, isn't it? Okay. Now let me take this tripod off of the camera so I can really get in here and we can look at these kittens real close as a close-up. Oh, let's see how many of the names I can get wrong. Let's see. This is Smidgen, and this one here is Smidgen, and this one is Smidgen. That's Smidgen. This is Smidgen here, and that means this is their mom, who's Smidgen. Take it from me. I'm Smidgen. Okay. More seriously, though, I'm glad that they're all eating and doing well. And if little Chunk, it is little Chunk. That's this one. Chunk is the one without the white face. If little Chunk hasn't gained any weight in a couple hours, I think I'm probably gonna have to pull out the tube and give a little bit of supplemental feeding. Which is pretty safe to do at this age. They're not going to bite through the tube or anything like we've had happen. So not a problem. We just want to make sure that they're all getting enough to have a good start. And just like with Pug, you know, sometimes we have to supplement for a few days or a week. And then after that, they can really, they've got enough of a buffer to figure it out and do fine. I think... yeah, we'll see how that goes. Little Crumb. Crumb just loves to fight, I've noticed too. Just right from the very start, he was pushing everybody else out of the way to find a place to nurse, even when there were plenty of places available. Very cute. I don't know if you can hear Crouton either. She's purring. She's very happy when I'm in here and hanging out with her and her kittens. She just purrs and purrs. She's glad I'm here. I'm glad she's here. I don't know if you can see the difference between Chunk and Nugget with them while they're nursing. It makes it a little bit trickier. But Chunk, of course, is the one here that's closer. Chunk, and Nugget is this one here. And you can see they do have sort of similar colors and patterns, although there's a lot more white on Nugget, and a lot less white on Chunk, just his legs and his belly, really, and then a bit under his chin. But then the real obvious difference, of course, is that Nugget's white face goes all the way up to his forehead, just white, where Chunk doesn't have that going on at all. They're going to be the only ones that are tricky to tell apart. Everybody else is very unique. or just unique, I guess. We don't have to say very. There's one kind of unique. So anyway, everybody else is unique. 19, and then we've got, let's see, the first little girl. I'm trying to do this without looking up at the cheat sheet, but it's not going to happen. Wait, Morsel. Yes, did I do it? I did. Yes, Morsel. Okay, good. So our little gray girl is Morsel. And then our boy with the white face is Nugget. And let's see, Crumb. Crumb is the white one. That's Crumb. Then we've got, who do I want to point at next? This one is Tidbit. Tidbit is the one that's the gray girl, Tidbit. And the calico girl, that's this one. Look at her pretty calico markings on her back. The calico girl is Smidgen. It's going to take me a while to get all the names right, but we'll figure it out. We'll get there. So there is some other news that's not at all related to these kids, which is that yesterday was the graduation day for the puppies. That's Scotty's class, the puppies, the older kittens that we have here. They're about 3 months old now. And yesterday was supposed to be their graduation, their final exam and graduation. Fortunately, they don't get to graduate on time because they didn't pass their final exams. I know, they should have studied, but they weren't studying. They were just playing games. So, apparently there were a couple or a few, or I guess all but one actually, all but, I think it was Pug. They all had a little bit of fever, and the doc thought better safe than sorry not to operate on them while they clearly had a little bit of a fever going on yesterday. And it wasn't entirely unexpected. You might remember that in the last close-up we did, we saw it was Jack, had, it was acting a little drooly. That was all related, but even before that, we saw his mom had a couple days where she was acting a little off, and it was just like a 2-day bug, no big deal, like a 48-hour-old kind of a deal, like what some people say, oh, I got food poisoning, or I got the flu. It's like that, but for kids. So their mom had it, Jack had it. Seems like they've all got it as of yesterday, except for Pug. And Pug probably has it too, but maybe just not sure. So I don't know why this is like on my side anyway. It looks like we're not getting a full 30 frames, but we'll see. Anyway, so they were just a little out of the way, and the doc is extra careful about that stuff. So we are rescheduled. I think the girls are going back to be done on Thursday of next week. Following week on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. It's on our Discord, but and it's in my calendar, so we'll make sure you notice it. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up anyway. We're just about done here. If you want to keep watching these kittens, look on the regular Kitten Academy live stream. They'll be on there all the time. And and don't make sure I mentioned. I don't want to forget to mention that the boys, by the way, are seem fine today. I took temperature just a minute ago. I took B's temperature just a minute ago to see if they still got a fever, and they were both fine. Temperatures are perfectly normal. So I'm already over it. The rest of them are probably getting over it right now, or already over it too. They're all acting fine. They're playing. They're having fun. Okay, everybody, tune in, Kitten Academy Live. You can watch these from this camera, right in front of the camera we're holding. So it's a very good view. And I modified the focus on this too, so you'll be able to see them all up close. That's the way to do it. All right, see you there. Thanks. Bye.